Hi, guys. So, today we are going to be talking about Sati, who is actually Shakti reincarnated, and Shiva. And what I love about this story is that it gives you the very it when you go to the Hindu mythology or the Tamil mythology, you see that they start off explaining that Sati is coming in as an incarnation of Shakti. Even though, and I think people need to understand this, when you're on the planet, you don't have all of your memories. You have a lot of your memories, and some people have less than a lot, but you don't have all of the picture, right? So Sati wants to be with her counterpart, which is Shiva. And she goes and decides that she's going to do deep penance, deep meditation, deep deep vows. She's determined, and she keeps calling to Shiva, and she's asking for his guidance, and she's asking for his help. And finally, eventually, she's able to reach Shiva. And Shiva had been on the earth in hermit mode because he was trying to bring the consciousness of man to a the next level, whereas by Shakti coming in, she was bringing the consciousness of union between man and woman into consciousness. Okay. So it's absolutely fun that they incarnate onto the earth. She is able to reach out to him in a deep meditative state, him as himself, as Shiva, Lord Shiva, and she as a human incarnated. So anyway, so Shiva Shakti prays to Shiva, prays every day, every night until finally he responds to her because of her passion and her drive. He agrees to marry her. But she also understands that she is from the mortal world where it's designed that outside forces have a lot of influence on in-house decisions. Strangely enough, to this day, this is still followed. Parents can still put their opinion into relationships that they do not understand and still have sway in the judgment of the couple. So Sati convinces her dad to let her marry Shiva, but she also convinces Shiva to dress in a certain way that will appease her father, because as far as he's concerned, of all the gods that exist, um, Shiva's not on the top of the list as far as he's concerned. He's more of a devotee to, I believe it was Vishnu or Brahma, he was a devotee to. And so anyway, but he was known as the mountain god, which to me is like a deity. And he was, to me, judging a god, which I don't understand that, but he's not the kind of god that he thought was good enough for his daughter. So Sati ends up getting married to Shiva. And this is a nutshell. You guys should really go find these stories, the ones that I'm telling you, because when you look at the stories and you listen to the stories, you feel the impact of what you're going through. And you understand all of a sudden that this has been going on for millions of years, this fight to come back into the planet for your twin flame and vice versa, and then to be able to make that union and then to grow. So anyway, they get married, but Sati's dad is still really upset that Sati married Shiva. So he decides he's going to do something that's technically extremely disrespectful to anyone, let alone to a god. But he decides to create to do a, like, pretty much a party, a festival, and invited all of the gods to it except for Shiva. And this upsets Sati. Okay. And so, but when she brings it up to Shiva, Shiva's not upset. He's like, well, because he's above it. He doesn't think in this 3D world, he's fifth dimensional consciousness. So he says to her, it's no biggie. But Sati's really bothered because because she's not really of this world, but was born into this world. She doesn't really understand that. She doesn't understand the abuse of someone who's kind, sweet, and beautiful, by the hands of someone that supposedly loves her. Okay, but how could they love her fully if they don't love her choice? Is the question, right? So, anyway, Sati confronts her father, and in a rage for the disrespect that he's created upon her husband, she commits suicide by flame. She actually jumps into the flame of the sacrificial flame, which to me is when you're going through the different stages with your Kundalini rising, you become the phoenix, okay, and you literally go through your birth, your death stage, and then your rebirth stage. So, on the physical level on this planet, so the transmutation everyone's talking about is the death of the old self and the rebirth of the new self. So anyway, Sati does that, and Shiva finds out about what happened, and he is livid. Okay, and he just decides he's not happy about this. He's going to do something about it, and goes after her father and all the other people involved, and had to be coerced by Vishnu and Brahma to calm down and then um, to grieve, which he did so, so, so beautifully. Like he went through the entire world carrying her until her body became, her physical form became nothing. And then Vishnu dispersed the body parts all over so that way he could release it. Shiva could release. But it was a life, an experience of true love, complete devotion, the desire to meet that person above all else, and the striving and the determination that we go through when we go on this course. So I just wanted to kind of give you a quick run through on Sati and Shiva, and our next story will be about Durga and Shiva, who had a very similar story. There's a similar Krishna is and Sati, or Rama and Sati is similar, but I kind of just wanted you guys to hear it yourselves so that you can decide, like, because each story I'm going to give you, even when we go into Greek mythology, is going to show you a different form of yourself. And that's what I found to be the most profound about this experience, is when I started looking at all of the ancient stories of ancient loves. Okay, I mean, all the way into Shakespeare and their story, you can really see this constant um determination when it comes to the unconditional love and all the sacrifices that they make and all the challenges that they go through to reach their true heart, their true stage, even how it evolves into them becoming just unified in themselves as one being. But we'll go into that soon. I hope you enjoyed this today, and I will be sharing more with you soon. And I look forward to more story time with you with Sin. Bye.